All right, well, the first thing to notice is that this thing is no accident. As we know that the seal is binding these fallen spirit beings in their spirit form. And of course it's related to the binding of the fallen prince, barring his entrance into physical form. So the fallen prince's number is 40. That's Inky. If we take the number 40 as you see to start the equation, and then take the next most popular number, or probably the most popular number, I guess I should say, as it's associated with the Sumerians, we're going to talk about their famed planet, Nibiru. And as you know, Nibiru orbits a dwarf star, and that's going to be majorly key to the understanding, and it's also going to play into the understanding of who's actually bound on this dwarf star. And then it's going to connect to the nature of the science and the physics concerning a dwarf star, and you're going to understand how this affects the binding of a being of the brilliance of light. But we'll have to move into that as we come up to it. But just simply timing it times this 3,600 year orbit, that's supposedly the elliptical orbit that this planetary system, because it's not just a singular planet, it's got a dwarf star, central sun, that really is orbiting our central sun, and then it's got planets that revolve around it. So this Nibiru is a part of a sun system with other planets too that are on an elliptical shaped orbit that just so happens to be shaped like an egg, just like we saw in the Iraqi dinar. So this orbit takes 3,600 years, as it's recorded by this cosmogony of the Sumerians, to complete. So if we took that number, 40, Inky's number, who's the fallen prince of this world, times it 3,600, we're going to see that none of this is an accident. Instantly do we come up with a very famous number in Revelation, and that's the 144,000. Now, if you viewed my work on Ephraim and Manasseh and some of the things that I've showed you about the tribe of Dan in the last days, that Dan is actually absent from this count in Revelation of these saved of the 12 tribes. Supposedly there's to be 12,000 of each of the 12 tribes that come together to make 144,000 special number of the elect. And I already show you that it has nothing to do with the true believers in Jesus Christ, that this is this kingdom age, or the golden age as you would know it better, the new age for the fallen prince and all of his followers. This is what they think that they're going to have. And as you can see, that number appears in relationship to who? The deceiver. In relationship to these ancient Anunnaki, which are these ancient fallen sons of God. All of this is in direct relationship and connection to the fallen prince of this world. So you can see the fallen prince of this world, even Jesus Christ recognized him as being basically the chief over this system of the world. And if we look into this numerical system that we have of orbits, solar years, even relating back down in its connection to the Mayan calendar, we're going to find out it's all here. It's going to be from our solar calendar number, a Mayan calendar Baktun, all the way back to the orbit of Nibiru, all related simply from this number 40, which is Inky's number, and of course you know it's the main number in the Old Testament. Okay, 40 this, 40 that, 40 days in the desert, you know, all that stuff, okay? So, or 40 years in the desert, I guess I should say. So, wow. 40 times 3,600 is going to create 144,000 years. We take that and divide it by our solar year, which is going to equal now, incredibly, a perfect Mayan Baktun. And a Mayan Baktun just so happens to be, guess what? 12 times 12,000 days equals 144,000 days. The same reflection from the 144,000 years that we got from this orbit is now reflective of 144,000 days, the exact same 12 tribes saved in the last days.